here in Parliament. We hear they move our focus. And even now, some people will think that I'm just talking. My man, you will hear, pay back the money. We'll hear pala pala. You'll hear this and that. The material needs of our people do not depend on that nonsense.
That's a fact.
The fact is that in Westbury, they are drug dealers. The fact is that in Soweto, there are millions of young people who are on drugs. And no one is saying that from Wednesday, we are taking all the drug dealers. For a simple pandemic or epidemic, you call the army, you call South African military.
Onto the people.
Yeah, onto the people for a pandemic, because the global leaders have commanded, and that exposes you that you're just another leader who's been commanded by others. Now your people are not really commanded by you, because if they were commanded by you, we wouldn't have drugs in our communities. We wouldn't have the education system in South Africa subjected to now. OBE and all this nonsense that our people are being taught. I'm a product of a useless education system. I would have been a better human being if I was taught skills. We are fighting with our fellow Africans and African brothers and sisters and even other foreigners from outside the continent. Do you know what's the real fight about? It's about the education system. They were taught the necessary skills to come and compete in our own economy. We are drowning. We can't even compete. That's the real fight. If we're a real leader in this country, we'll understand it. Penwell, even if I get rid of all the illegal and documented foreigners in this country, who do you think is going to service the low end of the economy that they are currently servicing?
Because the people don't have skills.
We don't have the skills necessary. And that's why in Soweto next year, there's going to be a school that these young people, one of them is the one you are interviewing now. We are opening up a school next year in Soweto that is skill-based, nothing else. No fancy names, no fancy terminologies. Skill-based, tiling, plumbing, mechanical engineering, so that when our kids, photography, videography, every day, millions of pictures are taken in South Africa using a cell phone. But how many of our young people who are graduating matric can fix a cell phone? We must always outsource it from the Pakistanis or anyone else who came with that skill. So we are saying that we can't always sing Oliver Tambo, or you can't always sing about Mandela when there's a problem. To fix the problem is for us to build our own schools, architect our own systems, and implement our own systems that will see us successful today and see our kids successful tomorrow. There's no two ways about it. Don't even politic about it. That's why we are building the school next year. We're not talking and singing about it.
The second part about meritocracy that I